Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 32 of the Pokemon Cup series. Today we're here at Richmond International Raceway, or I should say it right now is Richmond Raceway, for the running of the Federated Auto Parts 400. It is our second race of the first round of the playoffs. We still have our 16 drivers all starting on the first 8 rows of the race. And we already have a playoff driver advancing to the next round, and that was Robert Smith in the 10, collecting his third win of the season. It gets him into the second round. And in the round of 12, that will start after the Gravis City Zone 7 race, Zone 11 or 7 race, Gravis City, whatever. But we're in the second of the first round races of Richmond, and we'll see if another playoff driver can lock his or her spot in to the next round. On the pole today, we have the 19 of Matthew M. Dev and Grayson Acevedo is on the front row. Row 2 is Cody Lupton and O'Neill Balvin. In row 3, there's Jonathan Wong and Yin Canario. Row 4 is Rich Roy and Eli Bright. And row 5, Colin Jonathan Fast. The rest of the playoff field has Cullen Francis and Johnny Gardner in row 6. James Richardson, Chase Marks in row 7, and Diego Yepes and Robert Smith round out the field out of the playoff drivers in this race. So here we go. It's going to be a 40-lap race around the short track at Richmond. And this track is known for a wide variety of wrecks. It is a short track, so expect to see a few wrecks here and there. But it's going to be a fun race either way. Here we go. Matthew M. Dev going to lead the field to the green, and the Federated Auto Parts 400 is green here at Richmond. And the lead goes to Yin Canario on the first lap of the race. Wow, it's been clean and green for once on the start. Don't see that often here at Richmond. And we have a wreck already in the back. MDev will lead back to the yellow flag. 19 leads. Oh, I hope these guys don't wreck. And they don't. Close call there. Could have sworn someone else wrecked. I don't know. And here's the caution that came out for the first time today. Marcus Sachi made contact with Cody Smart, went up into the wall, took out the 78 of Anthony Lopez as well. And a lot of those cars are jammed up there after that wreck in turn 4. Not much of a wreck, I'd say. It's drivers getting together. But I guess that's not what the caution came out for. Oh wow, the caution came out for something else. I didn't even realize that. O'Neill Balvin, one of the playoff drivers involved. Getting turned by Colin Manoli right here. Into turn 4, 6 car gets taken, 33 spins, and Michael Cano goes around. What happened to Michael Cano as well? Right here, gets turned by the 88. And they make contact, and that's how the wrecks happen. And they're not racing back to the caution, so that's why the caution came out for that. That's why the yellow came out. Yeah, so it was for a different wreck, but still the yellow came out on lap number 2, and Matthew M. Dev continues to lead here in the race. Only one non-playoff driver is outside the top 10. It's inside the top 10. I'm sorry. One non-playoff driver is inside the top 10, and that's Andrew Miller. But let's see if MDev can hold on to the lead on the restart. Here we go, back to green. Already off to a good start, the 19. Here comes Johnny Gardner, though. Look at him go. Johnny Gardner down low, and here comes Chase Marks trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. Oh man, it's It's really hard to make it through out of this track. And Marks leads. Just barely gets by the 19. Another caution. We have a spin. And Miller went around. They'll race it back for second and they get slipped. But Chase Marks leads the caution. Does he slow down? Ooh, wow. He had to slow down really fast to avoid hitting another car who just got out of wrecking. Short tracks tend to have this, like, there's not a lot of room to slow down after a crash. Oh man, Chase Marks, that would have been a disaster if he got hit by another car trying to avoid a wreck. And here's the wreck itself. Philip Goldberg got taken out by Marcus Sacchi. Igor Barreto hits him too, and another car went around. That's Anthony Lopez. Lopez tried to avoid it, and he gets hit by the 41 of Alexander Rowe. And the 12 car, well, that's Marcus Sacchi. I'm sorry, the 22 is Alex Hawkins. But he got hit. That's why the yellow came out. And what happened to the one of Patrick Smith? Oh boy. He got hit right here into the wall. He got forced up by Eli Bright. And there you see Andrew Miller. We actually mentioned him earlier. He got turned by the 6 car of Jonathan Wong. Boom, he just got turned right there in the turn 3. Wow, Miller just, it was in the top 10 and he gets taken out by a playoff driver. I guess Wong was trying to get in the top 10 since every position matters in the playoffs. But the leader now is Chase Marks in the number 3. Can he win again, and will he be able to hold on Johnny Gardner at the end of the race? Oh boy, it's 2 and 3. 3 and 2, I should say. 1-2 on the restart. We'll see if Marks can hang on. Green flag is back out. Johnny Gardner would love to win here today to get into the next round, ensure that he still has a chance to win a title in his final season. Wants to at least go out with a bang with another win. And now MDev gets by for second place. And yet, shockingly, the pole setter is still in the race. We don't really see a lot of pole setters win from the pole in the series. Ooh, Canario gets hit, and now there's a crash in the back. Yellow flag comes out. Gardner leads, and MDev trying to get down to pass him, and he can't get there. Gardner gets the lead in time. Wow. Halfway through the race, some excitement building up, and another handful of wrecks happened. This is the wreck. James, 4 wide. He hits James Richardson, hitting Cody Lupton, and then everything just goes downhill from there. Look at all those cars piled up. Wow. Biggest wreck of the day by far. A lot of cars involved. Still got a lot of playoff drivers in it to win it here. MDev trying to make it into the next round with a win. And Yepes is out because of the wrecks. But Johnny Gardner will lead us back to the green flag. Halfway through the race, we got about 19 laps to go, and here we go again. Surprisingly, only, 29 cars are out of the race. Not really a surprise. Oh no, Chase Marks gets hit by Fitzwater. He crashes into the curve. And Pichu's hitting him. And a couple cars involved. Oh my goodness. What a twist. Derek Hamill is also in it. Oh my gosh. Oh man, Derek, I mean, wow, you just gotta let it all out. It was the playoffs, so this is the playoffs. I just don't know what to say. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This was the battle for third place, and look, Fitzwater, he was just trying to get third or maybe second. Mark's trying to block him, and then he gets turned by Fitzwater. Oh man, wrecks between 2 playoff drivers in the top 5. Oh man, it does not get more shock. Well, the only thing that'll be shocking, the only thing that's more shocking is if the top 2 playoff drivers in the race wreck out. Oh my gosh. This was unbelievable. Oh man, that is just wow. I'm just stunned. That's a shocker. And this race continues. This shocking race continues into the day. 22 cars left, back to green flag racing, and Rich Roy gonna take the lead from the 19 of MDev. 12 to go at Richmond. Johnny Gardner going downhill as we have another yellow flag. It's not surprising that we have a lot of yellows today. 31 is involved in this wreck. Roy leads. Oh man. Oh no, he gets into the 5 car. And he gets into the 2, who's second. Oh my gosh, as if this couldn't get any weirder. The 2 car gets hit by the 24. I think Roy made it out, but the 2 didn't. 24 hits him. What was he doing? Johnny Gardner gets hit hard. Trying to avoid the crash. Right here, Lupton gets into him. What was that? What kind of move was Lupton doing? What in the world? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The twist continue here at Richmond. And now Johnny Gardner, I don't think he's going to be able to get second place again. He's got major damage in this roof, and he's going to have to come down. Oh my gosh. Oh man, Johnny Gardner's race is over. I can't believe it. He hits with Lupton under caution, and then now he's out of the race. That is shocking. That's shocking. That is just, oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, only 17 cars left on the lead lap. Less than half of the field. Not surprising since this is Richmond. A lot of wrecks tend to happen. With 6 laps to go, let's hope we get a run to the finish. Back to green. Rich Roy leading the field over Matthew MDev. Can he hold on to win? Here comes 19 Acevedo, and he gets by for the lead. Got him. Now Acevedo is second, and MDev leads in the field with 5 to go. And there's a crash, unsurprisingly. Carl Manoli goes around. And that's by Patrick Smith. Patrick Smith took him out. Oh my gosh. Caution comes in the final laps here at Richmond. We'll have an overtime finish. Who's going to lead to the field? Acevedo or Roy? Let's see who's going to do it. It looks like it's Acevedo. Oh no, he gets hit by MDev under yellow. Oh no, the 19 just took the 48 out after taking the yellow flag. Oh my gosh. And Roberts gets hit by John Gilbert. That was not really a move that anyone wants to make. I don't know if Acevedo's going to get back in the leader. Oh wow, what are they doing? And I think Acevedo's going to get back in it. Looks like he's going to get back in it. Yep, Acevedo's back as the leader. MDev is back in second, so really no harm, no foul. Oh, now the 17 and 10 hit on their way to pit road. Oh my gosh, this has become a sensational wreckfest here at Richmond, and it's going to end in an overtime finish. Oh boy, how are we going to do this? Look at this, 14 cars are left on the lead lap in this wild finish. 2 of them are a lap down, so I'm not sure how we're going to get through this. All these cars are out. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I'll think of something, and we'll be back with overtime coming up here at Richmond. Alrighty guys, here we go to overtime here at Richmond, and you'll notice that there are 16 cars racing in this 2-lap dash instead of having all 40 cars back out on track. The reason for this is because with all the wrecks that have been happening, I just don't want to have another wreck on the first lap and then impact on the leaders when they're racing back to the green flag, to the checkered flag, I should say. And I just didn't want this to make, I just wanted to be fair and eliminate all the cars that are out of the race and have all 16 back in the, all 16 that survived back in the race, so that they would have a fair race to the finish, I should say, and they wouldn't get hit by other cars that were just wrecked out in the final laps. So here we go, final 2 laps here, only 16 left on the field. We'll see who wins here today and maybe lock his or her spot into the next round. Grayson Acevedo takes the lead here, and the green flag is back out. Great start by Acevedo. Can he hang on over Roy? Here comes Richmond. Here comes John Gilbert. Going down low for the lead. To the white flag we go. Roy hanging on. Here comes Gilbert for the lead. To the white. Gilbert trying to hang on. Acevedo down low, trying one more chance. Here we go into turn 2. Last turn here. It's going to be either Acevedo or Gilbert for the win. Here we go down the line. Acevedo, one more chance. Down low. And it's going to be. Who's it going to be? To the line. And I think it's Acevedo winning it by inches. Oh my gosh. Acevedo wins it by inches. Let's see how close that finish was. Wow. That was really close. Oh my gosh. Grayson Acevedo. That might be the closest race we've ever had in the series. I gotta see how exactly close this was. Oh my gosh. They're saying that Grayson Acevedo beats John Gilbert by inches. Oh, that was close. Oh, man. Not even in those last frames they can tell truly who won. Oh, man. I just can't get a perfect line. But that was just... Arguably, this was close. This was probably the closest race I've ever done. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. That was just incredible. It looked like, in this view, it looked like that Acevedo actually beat out Gilbert by a fraction of a second. Oh my gosh, look at how close this finish was. This was the overtime here at Richmond, and it was a near dead heat. We just got to get the final margin victory and just check to be sure. But man, was this close. Acevedo by inches beats out John Gilbert for the win here at Richmond, and that will lock him into the and this win will lock Acevedo into the next round of the playoffs. Man, he had to overcome John Gilbert on that very last lap. That was incredible. That was a finish we always wanted to see for a long time. Now let's get ready to see how close this really was. Let's see. By 2/1000ths of a second. Look at that. The final margin of victory was 2/1000ths of a second. Acevedo beats out Gilbert by inches to win here at Richmond and advance to the next round of the playoffs. Wow, that was the difference maker. 2/1000ths of a second, and by that much, Acevedo gets to compete in the next round of the playoffs. Wow, that is just remarkable. A race like Richmond could end in such a very close finish to the line. Oh man, that's just amazing. Wow. Look at this. And unsurprisingly, look how many playoff drivers survived. A lot of playoff drivers actually survived the wreck fest here at Richmond. 10 drivers, I believe, 10 playoff drivers, I believe, survived to run an overtime here at Richmond out of 16. And there's 16 cars in the overtime field, but man, was that a close finish. Oh man, we got a finish for the ages, folks. I mean, it was nearly dead heat, but from our view, it looked like Acevedo was the winner here at Richmond by inches. And man, was that a close finish to the stripe. Wow. Yeah, from here it kind of does look like Acevedo beat him out to it by inches. Yeah, it kind of does look like it. Boy, but that was close. That was incredible. And that was amazing. So Richmond Raceway is done. And our next race will be in Gravis City. And that will be in Zone 11. I was trying to figure out which Gravis City race it's coming up next. But Zone 11 will be our last first round race. And after that, 4 drivers will be eliminated from the playoffs. And it'll be down to 12 cars competing for the championship. But we do know that Robert Smith and Grayson Acevedo both won their playoff races this round, so they will automatically make it their way into round of 12, regardless of what happens in the last race before the cutoff. I mean, in the last race of the first round, I should say, in Gravis City, Zone 11. So it's going to be a lot of fun. That Zone 11 race is going to be a ton of fun to do. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this race, but I'm sure everybody enjoyed this race because that finish and a lot of wrecks. We got everything we wanted here at Richmond, just about everything. But anyway, we'll see you guys later at Gravis City, and we will have the playoff points coming up right now. So we'll see you at Gravis City.